sorry, I'm just trying to get my network on here. Just one sec. Hold on. Who's the most important person I can talk to? Awesome. That guy? Right, maybe? Over here? Man, I gotta maximize my time here. What am I gonna do? Who am I gonna talk to? Excuse me, I gotta go network. Tom Robbins, President Unlock Networking. What was your name there? Spencer. Tim, good to meet you. All right, fantastic. Now that I know a little bit about you, let me tell you two things about myself. Number one, I have 5,364 Facebook friends. It is totally awesome. I am a complete genius. So what I want you to do, all right, just going to throw you this little lifeline right now. What I want you to do, Facebook me afterwards, join what I call the Tom Robbins Facebook friend pool party. It's great. The water's warm. Jump on in. Okay? The number two thing that you need to know about myself, since I already found a little bit about you, Tim, or is it Rick? Steve. Okay, Steve. Actually, before I tell you number two, I just wanted to know, Nick, is there anything that you can do for me? I mean, like, seriously, I got a business here. I mean, you know people, right? I mean, is there any sort of someone you can network me into? Okay, I get it. You're a newbie, so I'm going to throw you a little lifeline. So you're a network newbie. Awesome. All right. What is your OBCR for this event? Okay, newbie. Awesome. All right, let me explain. OBCR, that's your optimal business card ratio for an event. So like, let me see here, 100 people RSVP'd for this. So that means I want to get about 80%. You're a newbie, so kind of shoot for 60. I gave you that chip kind of as a favor. Maybe I got to cash it in later when we're friends, all right? The number two thing that you need to know about me, Tim, is, well, I don't like to name drop. Just want to get that out of the way. But last week, I was on Oprah. I was in her studio audience. And it was fantastic. Afterwards, Oprah come up, she kind of meets some people. It kind of depends on whose story you want to involve, you know, what blog you want to read, whether or not her personal security detail had to jump in. But the bottom line is that I got a business card to Oprah. And so kind of want to get you on the Tom Express before the O Express calls, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to accept your call then, because it's kind of get big. Let me do something else for you. Can you hold this? Right. Let me give you a business card. Okay. Free gift. Let me give you two. Give it to a friend. That's a golden contact, because I'm always trying to expand my contacts and my sphere of influence. Awkward. Raise your hand if you've ever participated in an awkward networking event. You've ever had, we were discussing this earlier, there's a term for that, it's called socially awkward. So the question is, why do we network? Why do we want to do this if we've all had these type of experience? Well, there's the first thing, and that could be is that, you know, we talk to recruiters or people that are in HR, and we're told that 70 to 80% of all jobs and opportunities are found through, you know, a friend, a colleague, a neighbor, or through a network. But we don't need to be told these kind of things, because most of us know this because we think about it. When we kind of reflect back on the great job that we had, or the opportunity that was presented, or some great choices that were kind of laid before us, chances are, 9 times out of 10, that was because somebody thought of us, right? Somebody in our network, a friend, a colleague, a former coworker. And so we know that the most successful thing that we can do is build quality relationships. The funny thing is, though, is when you talk about networking, sort of a dirty word. Very, very dirty. Look at Tom. He's a networker. We're going to a networking event, and you describe it like you're going to go get your teeth pulled at the dentist, right? Or you're going to go get a checkup. But we know, I don't know, maybe people can see this with the lights. This is how we reach our goals, right? Check out this guy. He's in the race car here, and he is set up for success. Why? Because he surrounded himself with a team of people who are giving of their expertise, their time, and their talent, and their focus of helping him be successful. And the cool thing is, the trick is that when he's successful and crosses the finish line and gets that checkered flag, everybody on his team shares in that success. So we know that. We know that this is how networking is, you know, beneficial in building authentic relationship, and this is the kind of position that we want to be in, that pole position to win. But unfortunately, even though we know that inside, most of us, when we have a goal or something that we want to accomplish, go about it like this. we're going to call this less effective, right? Now, if your goal in life is to have your broken down car up on blocks in your driveway for the next 10 years, you're probably going to be doing all right. But if you really want to get your goals accomplished and you want to have less headaches and you want to have more fun and more opportunity, we know that the way to do that is to build a network. But obviously, all of us come at networking at different things. And when you were walking over here from work or taking the elevator up and you were talking to people, I just want to know, when you said, hey, I'm going to this networking thing, or you just thought to yourself, I'm going to this networking thing, what did you think of? When I say networking, what pops in your mind? Shout it out.
Meeting other people.
Okay, meeting other people. I don't care. Just shout out positive, negative. What are some things that come to mind?
Business cards.
Business cards. Okay, thanks, Scott. What else? Best attire. Okay. Cocktails. Man, the tie pros, finally. It's like, that was the third answer, really. Open something, fill in the blank, all right? Anything else? Anything else come to mind?
Bowl.
What?
Bowl.
Bull, like BS?
Yeah.
Shooting a bull, okay. So the interesting thing is, when we look at networking, we all have a different idea in our heads of what it is. And that's a lot of times why we sort of feel that failure. We don't feel that connection. It's because every single person in this room, they have a different perception of networking. Whether or not it's good, or what do I need to do, or whether I'm slamming business cards, or need to slam a few drinks, or anything else in between. We all come at it as a different way. We have a different set. And the reason why is because the most ironic thing about networking is that we're told that we need to do it, and it's a life skill, and that we should absolutely develop these relationships. But then we go about learning how to do it alone. Ironic, right? So in the brief time that we have here, about 45 to 50 minutes, what we're going to do is we're just going to talk about, and I'm going to throw out some basic principles of networking. And most importantly, what networking is, but even more important, what it is not. And just some ideas that can give you a little bit more confidence and deal with some networking fears so that you can kind of understand the main principles. So I'm not here today to give you every minute detail to map out every second of, we were talking about this early, make eye contact, or 3 seconds. Oh crap, it's been 5 seconds. Am I gripping too hard? I have no idea. I have my business card that I want to receive in my right hand, but I need to get the other one in the left hand. Oh, I didn't mark it with a check. I was supposed to put a circle on that because I want to call that person back. If you do that, you will totally psych yourself out. What you need to do is just find that sweet spot. So we're going to talk about some basic principles of networking and help you get there.